Hey guys! Navy Federal is advertising some fantastic mortgage rates on their website. But are these mortgage rates really as good as they look? We are going to cover that today on The Money Details. If you are looking to purchase or refinance a house, it can be frustrating to see mortgage rates advertised that look low but turn out to not really be available. The classic teaser rate. Since your mortgage payment is most likely your biggest expense, finding the best mortgage is key to your wealth building. Right now, mortgage rates continue to be at record lows, so you're likely to get good rates from a variety of sources. But you want to get the best rate with the least amount of fees and upfront costs. We think that one of the best sources for low rates and low fees is Navy Federal Credit Union. First up, a little bit about Navy Federal Credit Union if you're not familiar with them. NFCU is the largest credit union in the United States with over 9 million members. As such a large credit union, they have the resources of a large bank and they have a commitment to lending to their members. Now, the downside of Navy Federal is that their products are not available to everyone in the U.S. All credit unions are membership-based, and Navy Federal Credit Union's membership is limited to 3 categories. 1. Service members in all branches of the armed forces. 2. Immediate family members of service members. And 3. Department of Defense civilians. Okay, with that brief introduction on Navy Federal, let's turn to their mortgage products. NFCU, of course, offers VA loans, and they have a military choice product for those who have exhausted their VA benefit. They also offer a no down payment loan product that they call Home Buyer's Choice. But we are going to focus today on their ARM product. On the website, NFCU lists the rate for a conforming 5/5 ARM product. Although they use the term conforming, which generally means that the loan amount is not more than $510,410 in most counties in the United States, these rates are for higher loan amounts as well, up to $2 million. The 5/5 identifier means that the rate is fixed for 5 years and then will adjust every 5 years after that. So for this type of loan, NFCU lists the initial rate as 2% with 1/4 of a point in discount points. Discount points means an upfront fee that you pay at the time of financing to get that interest rate. The point means 1/4, so that 1/4 of a point means 1/4 of a percent. On a $100,000 loan, this would be $250. Now, if you're interested in a shorter term, like a 3/5 ARM, Navy Federal has the same actual interest rate of 2% with no discount points, which means that in exchange for a shorter time before the rate can change, 3 years instead of 5, NFCU is going to offer you the same rate without charging the upfront points. You also have the option to further buy down your rate by paying additional discount points. So by paying 0.5 in discount points on the 3/5 ARM, you can get 1/4 of a percent lower interest rate, 1.75%. What if you want the 5-year initial term but don't want to pay discount points? Then you can go with a slightly higher rate on the loan itself. One downside of NFCU's website is that they don't list some of the samples of these loan combinations, which is why we wanted to cover this topic in this video. Now remember, rates change daily, so you need to talk to Navy Federal to get the most current rates. But we wanted to provide a sampling based on the date that we are recording this video. Lastly, for those that really want to understand NFCU's ARM products, they use the 5-year Treasury Index with a current margin of 2%. Now, that covers the basics of how to read Navy Federal ARM rates, but we have some other important insights that you need to know. First, the rates listed on the Navy Federal website are for both purchase loans and refinances. Some lenders charge a slightly higher rate with refinances, particularly right now where demand for refinancing is so high. Second, these rates apply to both primary residences and second homes. So if you are lucky enough to have a second home and are looking to refinance, you aren't stuck with a higher interest rate like with some lenders. Now, Navy Federal does have different rates for investment properties, so if the property that you are financing is one that you're going to be renting, there is a different rate scheme. Third, these ARM rates come with no origination fees. So other than the typical closing costs of an appraisal, title insurance, and escrow fee, you don't have any upfront costs. And you can roll in these closing costs into your loan amount depending on the loan to value ratio. Fourth, while the rate news has been all good so far, there is one caveat if you are refinancing a loan that is currently held with another lender. Those loans are going to be subject to a 0.75% higher rate. Now, even with that, these rates are still really good. And something to consider is that once your mortgage is held by Navy Federal, you can refinance again once you've had your loan for 6 months. This is called seasoning, where Navy Federal wants to basically see that you've been able to make your monthly payments. But if rates stay low, you could initially get a 2.75% rate and then ultimately the 2% rate. Yes, there's a little bit of extra money in closing costs that come with the second refinance, but anytime you get over 0.75% and a lower rate, it can be worth looking at refinancing. The other tip, if you're considering doing this, is choosing the shorter ARM product, the 3-5 ARM product, where you're not going to pay the upfront discount points. Fifth, what about taking cash out with your refinance? If you have at least 20% equity, you aren't going to pay a higher rate for taking out cash. Navy Federal is not offering HELOCs right now due to the high demand for refinances, so a refinance is going to be the only way to go if you're looking to get cash out of your home. Now, that has been a fire hose of information, but there is more if you are starting to think that Navy Federal might be your next lender. Here are some other things to know. Credit Bureau. Navy Federal uses Equifax Mortgage Services for a credit score. So if you use MyFICO, the MyFICO service, and have run their quarterly report, which provides you with all types of credit scores, the rate that they show for mortgages for Equifax was accurate to what we had when we applied and got the official notification back from Navy Federal about what the rate was when they pulled our credit. 2. Type of credit score needed. Navy Federal offers their best rates even if you're not over the typical 740 or 760 score that is usually required by most lenders for their best rates. While we don't know the minimum level for Navy Federal's rates, we had a 720-ish rate and received these advertised rates. Lastly, a few things to keep in mind. First, they are super backlogged right now. Their estimate on a purchase transaction is 45 days, and their estimate on a refinance transaction is 4 months from start to finish. So it is going to take a little longer if you want to get these kind of good rates. Now, the concession for it taking so long to do these refinance transactions is that they do offer their Freedom Lock, which will lock the rate for 4 months. So while you do have to wait an incredibly long time to actually complete the refinance, you don't have to worry about rates moving higher. Not only will they lock the rate, they offer a one-time opportunity to take advantage of lower rates if rates fall. Even with the slow time frame for getting a refinance done, it is a great time to work with Navy Federal if you are in the market for a home loan and you are a member or qualify for membership. If you have worked with Navy Federal, let us know what you thought, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel to help you find us again in the sea of YouTube channels out there. Thanks so much. Have a great day.